So, hey ladies, it is Mommy Wannabe here with an update about my appointment from today. As you can tell by the title, things didn't go so well, so excuse me if I'm a little tearful and, in this video, but I just wanted to come and update you and let you know what happened today. So, 2 weeks ago I went in, I was 5 weeks, 4 days. And they told me I was too early for a heartbeat, and I should come back in 2 weeks, and we'll confirm a heartbeat then. So went in today expecting to see a heartbeat. Not expecting what I got today, and there was no heartbeat. The baby was only measuring at 6 weeks and 4 days when I should be measuring at 7 weeks and 4 days. So yeah, that was my news. Very, very devastated right now. I'm very sad. I knew it was a possibility that it can happen. It can happen to any woman, but I knew it was a higher chance that it can happen to me, just because I have a bicornuate uterus and whatever. So yeah, I guess baby is just not growing, but I have a few different decisions to make. My doctor, she told me that decision number one could either be to let the baby pass on its own, or decision number two would be to insert some insert some pills vaginally, 4 of them, to bring on cramps, which will induce a miscarriage. Or decision number 3 would be to have a D&C. So I'm kind of stuck in between decision number 1 and decision number 2. I've already taken my prescription to the pharmacist to get it filled, just in case I decide over the weekend that I'm going to do that. But I don't know. I want to do a little bit more research about this. I've heard of women measuring behind and, it still being a viable pregnancy, but the way that my doctor was explaining it to me, it was like, baby still looks the same way that it looked last time you were here. It has grown a tad bit, but it's not where it should be. It's not at 7 weeks and 4 days, which I know at around 8 weeks is when the baby actually starts to look like a baby, and it didn't look like a baby at all. It kind of still just looked like they looked last week. Just it was a little bit away from the yolk sac. It wasn't like attached to the yolk sac like it was at 5 weeks, 4 days. It was like just a little bit off of the yolk sac. So I guess it was like developing an umbilical cord. So yeah, this was supposed to be a great Labor Day weekend. Going to Charlotte to see my family, and some family from New Jersey was supposed to be coming down, but now they're not coming. So I'm just stuck between a rock and a hard place, and right now that hard place is really hard to digest this, because I just prayed every day. I prayed to God, even before I got pregnant, I prayed that God would heal my body. Sorry. I prayed that He would heal my body from any miscarriages, and I just prayed so hard that He would let me have this baby. And it was, I don't know, hopefully it's still a possibility. I'm not sure if any of you women have gone through that. Was told what I was told today, and it still happened. You still had your baby. I know my boss, they're so tore up about it as well, because after my appointment I had to come to work. So I'm just a mess at work right now. Once patients are in here and I'm going, I'm fine, because my patients, they put a smile on my face, and not all of them knew that I was pregnant. So it's easier that, the majority of them that's coming today, really do not know. But for the ones that do know, they're asking me, how I feel or whatever, and I'm having to tell them. And it's just kind of hard when I have to tell them. But anyway, my boss, she says she knows. She has a friend. Let me say this. My boss, she has not had any of her kids in the hospital. Her first child, she did not find out what the sex was. She didn't have any ultrasounds or anything through her whole pregnancy. But her second pregnancy, they wanted to find out the gender, so they did have one ultrasound to find out that it was a boy, and that was it. She didn't have any other, doctor visits or anything. She has a doula or midwife or whatever. So she said she knew of a girl who was told the same thing that I was told, and it was totally untrue. She was measuring behind, and there was not a heartbeat, but the baby never miscarried. The baby totally survived. So I will do some more research online to see, how possible it is. But the way that my doctor was explaining it, it was just like, she was just like, our ultra machine is not making a mistake. It should be further along than what it is. It's not. So yeah, you're gonna miscarry. And there was like no other option, like, you can come back in a few days and we can take an ultrasound to see if possibly the baby has grown. There was no, let's take your HCG levels to see if they're dropping or anything like that. So I just don't know what to do. I just wanted to be one of those girls, that has a bicornuate uterus that, can have healthy pregnancies. Because I know that there are many of you out there, and I just wanted to have, my story on YouTube to show that it is possible to have, a healthy pregnancy with a bicornuate uterus. Because I know so many of us with this condition are so terrified once we get pregnant. And I will be honest, I was terrified, just like you saw in one of some of my other videos. I expressed to you, I was very terrified, and I just didn't. I knew it was a possibility it could happen, but I didn't think it was going to happen, and it just sucks that it did. So I'm sorry this video is very emotional. I'm sure you ladies can understand, especially you guys that have had miscarriages and that are sharing your story and your journey, but I do have a story to share, and I do want to share every moment of it with you guys. So I hope you're not mad because I uploaded this video on the same day that I went to the doctor. I'm not going to have time to do it over the weekend, and I just want to do it to get it out the way. And I really just want to keep you guys in touch, with what's going on with me. And that's what happened today. Today just wasn't a good day. So if any of you ladies have any if you know anyone that's gone through the same thing I've gone through, and just leave your comments below. And yeah, I really don't have too much more to say, other than I was recording it and everything. I had my phone going. I was waiting to see that heartbeat, and the doctors and everything came in, and I could just kind of tell by just the feeling in the room. Because at first, there was like an intern type doctor that came in. I've never seen her before, but she came in to do it. And I guess she didn't know what she was doing. I guess she did not know I had a bicornuate uterus. So the lady who normally does my ultrasound came in, and she, searched around, and she found the yolk sac. She found a gestational sac. I asked her, is that the baby? And she kind of didn't. Oh no, I asked her, was that the baby? And she said, no, this is your gestational sac. And then the main doctor came in, and she was in there for like maybe 2 minutes, and they were only in there for maybe a good 4 or 5 minutes at tops. She came in and she was just like, basically it's not looking good. The baby should be further along than what it is right now, and the baby is a week behind what it should be. It's not that far to me, but I still think at 6 weeks 4 days there should have been a heartbeat. So that's just kind of what kills me, that there still was not a heartbeat. So I don't know, I'm just a mess right now, but I'll be okay. Like I said, I'm going to spend the weekend with my family. My mom and my grandmother and my godmother and my sisters will be there, so it'll still be a fun weekend. I'll be around loved ones. So yeah, I hope you ladies just say a little prayer for me today, and keep me in your prayers. So bye ladies.